Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and in this weekly update, we have a lot to talk about, and the chart is just crazy. There's so much to trade, there's so much to talk about, and remember what we were trading, and just to explain so much stuff because the chart can't be more beautiful than now. Everything is just so beautiful and respected, and let's get straight onto it. So, remember what I was telling. I was telling you that this pattern that usually always happen, I'm not watching the triangles. I was always telling you that, and I will be always telling you I'm never watching triangles. Maybe sometimes head and shoulders, but I'm never watching them because everyone is watching them. That's the whole point. So they can be played in the both sides. But what I want to say is that the high that we always take the deviation from that, and the higher low which happen always on the selling pressure absorbed, especially when we talk about cumulative volume delta, the CVD, when there's a bearish divergence, then you see such a pattern on such a resistance, you always want to see it higher low being broke down, and as you can see, every time it goes down. So the people who are short from here, let's say from some level that we hit there, they have no reason, like zero reason, to close their position because they can constantly see and understand the pattern that I'm giving you and that I'm telling you how to play it. And there's just no point closing it because you can whole time see that price is just going down and down. But we hit very key level. It was weekly value area low that I will be showing you later in the footprint section. And I want to say that there was weekly point of control here, which was acting magnificent this whole time. I think it was around here. Unfortunately, I deleted it. we will go over it in the footprint section, but I want to show you that even without it, just like visualization, how it was perfectly played. Definitely we can see that there was absorption here happening, and we can definitely see that impulse wave were being made. After we hit the weekly value area low, that it was so overextended wave, we were dumping for nearly 2 days. Momentum was just like getting way bigger for the bullish side, and the bullish divergence was forming on cumulative volume delta, which indicates that price will most likely go up. So where do we wait for the level? Well, we will wait for the key level, which was in that time weekly value area low. Now, so the first push where we go from that level was nearly 4%, and it was right if we took that high and take that pivot high and this pivot low, you can definitely see how golden pocket perfectly reacted. But knowing that the bearish momentum stopped and that we are still in some, let's say, if we watch from that time, let's say that we are in some triangle back then, we know that price is bullish and we have zero reason to close that long, especially because this massive impulse, how I can say, wick is made, and we need to fill that wick. Now, why is that happening? That's why I told you there was a weekly point of control or absorb level. In this place, it was clearly absorb level, which you can see once we flip it. So we try to break up, no, shorts collected, and when we start to fill those wicks, the single prints in the wicks, we can finally now play around. Now, as you can see, perfect reactions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will explain you everything why this happened. We hit very bullish level, and now for a follow-up and for more accumulation and for bigger move to the upside, we need to show the chart traders that price is bullish. If we go below that weekly point of control and or this level that you see right now, people would know that price is not bullish. That's why it's keeping that level, and it's important to keep it. So the first scalp I was doing is it was live trade I have done in the group. So it was this range high. This range high was not important for me because I already played it, and I wanted to take this range high swing failure pattern. It's possible swing failure pattern and hopefully a trade that I can count on, but as well, knowing that the price is really bullish, I need to go with the fast take profits and look for possible retracement longs, which I can count on as a good trade. If we take this trend line and follow the long support, without, again saying, without a weekly point of control, you can definitely see how beautiful it was playing out, that support. So now, this swing failure pattern was perfect short perfect. You couldn't play a better short scalp. It was very quick and efficient. It was like 2 hours, and we made nearly 4% just by that short. And of course, you are looking to take profits here because you can definitely see that now again wave is becoming extended. We are making a reversal pattern because always they make it on these trend lines. You can clearly see how they reverse it on such an absorb level. And from there, price starts again to reverse, and you know that this is very bullish level, and most likely the next leg up will happen. Knowing that cumulative volume delta is really bullish, and it's very high probability that we will take the high, knowing that how bullish just the range is, and that we constantly have higher lows and we don't have any of the lower lows. We know that we will take the high, but how we will take the high? Well, that's exactly where I took the short and was waiting for that level. I immediately closed the short and aimed for the high, this high right here. So that was a 3.56%, right? And from there, we took the high for nearly 6%. It was amazing long. But now, why I showed you in the start the pattern that I was showing you. So let me go straight into it. So look at this. I told you every time when they take that higher low, price dumps or retest that level. Every time when they take that higher low, price dumps. Retest or get back. Now look at this. We had a same situation, and that's why I traded this previous range high, this level right here, because I knew it was a massive level. It was a resistance zone. It was absorption level from high limits, which if we break, we will see massive move to the upside. Now look at this. We broke it and took the first high. This swing failure pattern was not a good short because it was done before the daily close. The one thing that I always teach people who are new to the footprint or trading the sessions, or myself every time when I trade, what I say to myself is that you never open position before the daily close. In this particular example, you can see that we were nearly close at the Asia session opening, and what they like to do is they like to play around the pivot point standard. How to use them you can check out in the group, but it's calculation from the high and the low of the previous day, and pivot will arrive and act as a magnet. So in this case, this swing failure pattern was amazing. You can definitely see reaction how beautiful it was. But look how perfectly support gathered right at the level that I was telling you that I will short. And from there, we had a Asia open, which was looking to take perfect new liquidity, swing failure pattern from the previous day high, which is one of the as well strategies that I always tell you. And from there, look at this, we perfectly took the high and perfectly closed below the high. So we took the high, the high that we wanted to short, right? And then we took the swing failure pattern of the previous day high in that point and massively from the range high, which is most important. And now we are again forming the pattern that I was telling you. It's not the pattern that I'm talking about some triangles or something. I'm talking you about the always when they take the higher low they made, it's really important. So in this situation, I will show you how beautiful it was to trade, and you could easily trade it. Is because it was forming this higher low, and once the higher low, by the way, first of all, you can definitely see how this was absorbed. This was looking so bearish, and it was just the time when they will break it to the downside. So once this higher low was they broke it, you can clearly see, boom, we had an impulse to the downside. Now I always as well, this is one of the strategies that I teach you, is that when price goes down and they have a massive wick to the upside, that means these are early longs, and exactly like this, these are early shorts. So new session takes them, stop loss, more liquidity, and big players enter. Now same thing happening here. Look at this, big wick they're making, early longs are entering, they make zigzag pattern. I mean, it's not a pattern, I just call it like that, candles movement, zigzag. They stop loss all of the early longs, just like they stop lost all of the early shorts here. And from there, they take a swing failure pattern and aim for the high, which in this situation happened exactly. Look at this. So this was the empty wick with the single prints. They fill the single prints, they fill the whole wick, same as they filled here, same as they filled here. So they filled the wick beautiful, they couldn't fill it more better. And swing failure pattern happened, and what happened, just as I draw you up there, we took its own high. Now, why is this important? Because this was the beautiful reason for you to not close your short trade and aim for even lower and see what will happen in the future. But now you can see that this higher low was the important one. I was telling you, if you break it, we go down. So we are back at that level, we are taking that level, and not just that, if we pull from high of this golden pocket and we pull to the low, it was golden pocket on it as well. That's just incredible. That's incredible short for the people who missed short on the high. Let's say you missed short here, you missed short here, this was perfect entry for you. Or for the people who are already in the short, it's just beautiful for them to hold onto their position and keep moving forward and looking forward, better take profits. And from there you can definitely see it was another 3%. And where are we back? We are back at the support trend line that I was telling you, and from there we can again expect to go upside, because now we will go to the footprint section, because it's really important. Price was hitting such a beautiful level, such a great swing failure pattern, and yet we still bounce from the support level, which is not good for the shorts. And that's why I go to the footprint and see what's happening with the limits using cumulative volume delta. And you can see from this low to this high, golden pocket was holding kind of the price. So it was always the higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and we never broke the weekly value area low. Breaking the weekly value area low will send the price to the downside, but we couldn't even break the trend line of the bullishness. So why would we even break the weekly value area low as well? Sorry for the alerts that this ATAS making. It's because people are just now longing and waiting to enter my short level. We will talk about it now. And yes, you can definitely see how why I mentioned that level that I shorted, how it was perfect resistance, and once we broke it, perfect higher low, and from there you can see how perfectly it holded the whole range after that. Now if we go to the ATAS, and I want to show you that bullish divergence with the weekly value area low. Why is this weekly value area low very important? I was telling you. Now if we go to the 1 hour on my daily weekly profile sessions, sorry, the profile market profile, I will show you the weekly. You can clearly see how this weekly value area low, the one that I was showing on the chart, look how perfectly it was going up to the weekly value area high. It's called rotation from value area low to value area high. Now look at this. From here, we have another higher low onto the second new weekly that's opening, because this is a profile. It follows all of the market profile through that time frame period you choose, which is daily, weekly, monthly, everything you choose, right? So this is a weekly profile, and from there weekly value area low is again amazing, and you can definitely see on the weekly value area high reaction. But yeah, I want to say that higher low was on weekly value area low, and now on another okay, so price now going to my level, we will maybe see a live reaction. So on another level weekly, we have another weekly value area low. So it was 1, 2, 3. It was 3 higher lows before the breakout. So that's what I always draw. 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, breakout. 1 higher low, 2 higher lows, 3 higher lows, breakout. That's always happening, always happening. So this weekly value low, weekly value low, weekly value low. It's like the lesson when I'm teaching you about the point of controls, because you have, when you see let's say China session going down, London going down, New York going down, Asia going down, it's point of controls pressuring the point of controls. It's just a question when they will break to the downside, because you can definitely see the pressure is being they're being absorbed, and pressuring is being pushed by the price where they are aiming at. Now they're clearly aiming at the higher price, and that's why higher lows are being made like crazy, especially on such a weekly value area low level. And that's the whole point why I knew the price will go upside, because such a beautiful massive bullish divergence is being formed on such a good levels. And if we go to the downside and go to the bigger time frame, I want to show you some as well great thing. If we go to this where the bullish divergence, so you can clearly see that the bullish divergence is forming all the time. Low, 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 high, low, high, low, high, low, high, 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 lower, high, lower, high. So on the trend line section, price is constantly making bullish moves. Now, if we watch that last weekly value area low that I'm showing you right now, it's right here. It's literally right here. Yeah, so look at this. It was making crazy bullish divergence, so low to the higher low and low to the lower low, and exactly on such a level. It was not in the middle of the range, it was exactly at the key level. From there we had a massive short opening with the open interest, but price was not going down. That means those are trapped traders, and we will just close them eventually to the upside. When the price starts to go up, they will get stop loss and squeeze will happen, which exactly happened. They first hit the level, made a higher low on the weekly value area low, and start to squeeze them. Once they start to squeeze them, they knew that price will not go down because they shorted absolute bottom and they made a bullish divergence. They've been up, like they are getting absorbed, and from there whole their position gets closed and price goes to the upside. So bullish divergence there played out and started to play again. Now I want you to keep this in mind. If we go to the high time frame and pull the golden pocket from the second lower high, biggest second lower high in crypto, in the Bitcoin, sorry, if we take from that high to this low, we definitely can see that we have this 0.66 level that I have on the chart. Now I will move this golden pocket so you can see the first reaction that we had, it was 7%, and now we are breaking it and coming to the higher level. So now why I want to see this level? I'm very bullish, but I want to definitely scalp short this level and maybe potentially catch a top, and maybe we go down for the higher low, because I will tell you good reason why we can easily dump from here. Now, if we hit this golden pocket level that I'm waiting now to short, we can use this as a big, massive bearish divergence, because we have high, high, higher high. So we have triple higher highs, which is a very bearish pattern. And let's say, okay, but why do you want to short such a level when there is a massive bullish divergence? Exactly, that's the whole point. If there's if there's on the chart this massive bullish divergence, tell me then why price is not pumping up. If they want to pump, they will pump, and that's it. It's simple as that. So if with this massive bearish divergence, if they don't succeed of pumping to the upside, you have a clear reason that they're being absorbed, and the massive level that we want to trade is being hit, and we can finally start to move to the downwards. And not just that, if price starts to have a reaction from such a level that I was just mentioning, you can count this as a bearish divergence then. Because if such a bullish bearish divergence is not moving the price, now, as you can see, high, 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 lower, high, lower, high, lower, high. So that means we are forming now a bearish divergence, because you can definitely see that longs cannot succeed. So that's the level I'm watching. If we break it, we will definitely see 41k. We will go to the monthly point of control, 40k level, definitely without ups we will hit those levels. But now I'm way serious about this level, and I'm pretty sure that we will highly have reaction there. So it's simple as that. If we break it, we will go to the upside. But if I see a beautiful scalp reaction and some good footprint information, I will definitely take short there and aim way down. That was it for this weekly update, and I'll see you in the next one.